Okay, so here's another fresh video. I'm actually going to make this 149 and I'll show you why later. I went ahead and already increased the speed to 1.1. That way it just shortens a little bit, but doesn't make me sound like Speedy Gonzalez or something like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit Studio Sound and the AI tools over here. They're always to your right. Hitting Studio Sound, it starts to do its thing. Looks like it's already got the transcript, which is great. So we can probably multitask. I'm going to go ahead to AI tools over here on the right. I am clicking shorten word gaps. So we can go ahead and do that. And then you just want to hit the arrow up here until you hit all 12. I shorten them. It's done. Back over here to AI tools on the right. Then I'm going to go to remove filler words. That's all the likes, all that kind of stuff. Remove filler words. There's 45. So it's going to find those. I already pulled them up. I'm going to hit it to the 45 and remove all. Okay, I'm going to check and see that the studio sound is good. Yep. All right, we're on. So now here's what I do, and this is why so it's on 131. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up again. I'm going to go back to the beginning, and I always make sure to see, I want to make sure I start off right when I'm talking. So I can see, it looks like I'm saying oops right here in this video. So I can see my words down here, and I just know without having to play it that this is me trying to figure out stuff. So this is actually where I start the video. So you see this line right here, I'm just moving my mouse, and I'm going to line it up right before it says the word okay. And I'm going to click, and it's going to make it blue. Oops, let me do that again. I'm going to click, and then I'm going to hit split. This is exactly the same thing as CapCut. It has a split button. That splits the clip, and then I click this previous clip, and I'm just hitting the delete button on my laptop. And boom, that is gone. Okay, so I should start off right. Yeah, I'm starting off right where I am. So now, as you can see, I scroll through here, and this is obviously me talking, right? And you can even see the words. So what I do, and Descript is so good because we've already shortened the word gaps. It's just a little hack. Is you see you've got 5 seconds here. So say I'm going to go questions is the last thing I say, but you can see this little white here. This is me talking. So I go right here where I end the actual word so I don't cut myself off, and I hit split. I hit split, and then I'm going to go right over here before I start my next word, which is these. I have to click to make the blue key. I think it's called a keynote. Come over here. I hit split again, taking my cursor, I'm clicking that little clip, and I'm just hitting the delete button. And boom, that's done. So I just start going through here, and see there's 0.4 seconds. That's probably okay. I'll scroll through. 0.3 seconds is okay. 0.5 is kind of where I start to take it out. Click, make sure the little blue line's there. Hit split, go over here, right before my next word, blue line, split, click the clip, hit delete. Okay, I'm scanning through there and I'm looking for these little seconds. Here's another 5-second one. So I'm going to click, split, click, split, click the clip, hit delete. Here's 7 seconds. So I'm going to go right there, split, right before I say and, click the clip, hit delete. I'm going to go and check that one. So I kind of come back here and just play it. So it's good. Let me turn it up so you guys can maybe hear. All right, we got another 5 seconds. So I'm going to click here, hit split, click here, hit split, click the clip, hit delete. Another 5 seconds. Go here. Click split. Right over here. Click split. Click it. As soon as it's highlighted blue, delete. 3 seconds I'm not worried about, or 0.3 seconds. 6 seconds. 0.6 seconds is a little bit of a break. You just want to cut these out, even though it doesn't seem like much. It really can lose the viewer's attention span that quickly. So anything that's a second or 5 seconds or more, 0.5 seconds, I'm sorry, I leave. We got some 0.4s here. That's fine. Okay, 0.4. Right, 5 seconds. What was it? Let me see what I'm saying here. Okay, because I'm actually gonna, they don't need to hear me say okay, so I'm gonna cut it off right where I say end of questions. Split. I'm gonna go right here before I say and. Split. Click that clip. Delete. So this just makes it so easy to not have to, before I'd have to go watch it and stop it and pause it, and this just lets you see everything. You can tell where your voice stops. You can see words. This, you want to pay attention to this though, the actual voice. Split. I'm going over here. Split. Clicking it. Delete. So we're 1 minute in. 5 second one. Okay. Split and delete. So this is really the longest part. Seriously. And this isn't that bad. Okay, so membership questions. Okay, so I don't need them to see that either, so I'm actually gonna I'm gonna go right here, split, take that out, or I say settings, split, right here, that's a long one, split, oops, there we go, and delete. Actually, I need to take this part out. Let me see what I'm saying here. Okay, so I need to go to there. Let's see. Okay. And then, so I can cut that whole thing out because I'm saying, and then again. All right, let's see here. Whoops. All right. Again, if you need to, I'm not sure what happened there. So I'm going to go up here to this button right here, and that's your undo button. So I'm going to see what happened there. So I'm not sure. Don't know. So we'll just take that out. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see. So it looks like I need to take out this whole thing too. Let me just check that real quick. Leadership questions. Okay. Where is that at? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to go here, click, split, and right there, click, split, delete. So here's a section where I'm showing my dashboard that I really don't want to do. So what I'm going to do is I've already got a screenshot in here. So right here, oops. Let's go ahead. See this little arrow glass? That's every time you split a clip, you're going to have one of those. Sometimes it's fine, but I'm going to go ahead and click this one and do the crossfade. So that blurs that out just a little bit. And then I'm going to go over here to media. And I already have my screenshot here. I believe this is it. So I'm going to click that and hit add to project. And let's see. Whoop. Okay, let's drag it. Don't really need it after there. So you can delete this screenshot here. Why is it so long? There we go. So that should cover it up. Let's just check. I see it for a half second. I'm going to just drag that on there. So let's go back. Just check it. Perfect. Okay. That works. All right, now so we're back to what we've been doing. Hit click, split, click, split, taking the clip, delete, split, split. And so I just keep doing this until the end of the video. And this is when you're editing one of your talking videos. If you're doing a training or a workshop, I don't personally, I just do like I've showed you in another training where I just take out the filler words and the shorten the word gaps. And I don't worry about all this little teeny tiny stuff. It's fine. They can just watch the replay and that's what it is. Splits, wait, delete that little clip. So hopefully by now you can see what I'm doing. Just finding these little gaps, hitting split, finding where I need to start again, hitting split, delete, and on to the next one. Okay, that's 5 seconds. Split, delete. Okay, all right, I get it. I show you, okay, or actually, let's see what I say here. Let's see the people. Okay, here's a good example. I'm gonna start right here. Looks like I was just talking a bunch of gibberish that nobody needs to hear. Cutting that out. All right, I'm not gonna make you guys watch every single one. Oh, there's a big one. I don't know what's going on there, so we'll delete that out. Okay, so I would do this through the whole video, right? This is, and it'll cut out a bunch of time, right? And it shortens your video, and then it makes it, because people don't like to watch a big long thing. So you think 1 second isn't a big deal, but I would definitely, you can see, I even cut out half seconds. After 0.4 and down, I leave. So I don't worry about these because it'll sound fine. It's just a little pause like you normally would talk. So I would go all the way to the end and I would keep doing that and deleting all those little 5 or more seconds out. Okay. And then I always go to, this says, and I'll see you in the next video. So that would be my last split. And then I don't have to do anything else. It's already that last clip, hit delete. So back over here to the right, we've already done all the AI tools. I go to captions. This is where you pick your vibe. Doesn't really matter. You can do, I like this one, and these are just classic. There's a blue one here. I feel like this one's very bold and you can see it. And then you can move, I recommend putting your captions down here. And when you move it here, when you see that red line, that's when you know you have it centered. Okay. And then, guys, that is it. You then go up to export. I don't necessarily worry. I definitely don't worry about a description. Sometimes if I'm doing a bunch of videos, I will put a title just to let me know what this one is about. Questions. I'm going to put duplicate because I've already done this one before. Okay. And I'm not actually going to export it because I've done that. And then I go down here or right here. It's going to default and be on Descript web link. So you just click this and you do YouTube. You can do your Google Drive. I don't know what these other things are. I either do Google Drive or YouTube. So let's do that. And then, like I said, you could change the title. I wouldn't worry about a description. You can do that later on YouTube. I go here and I make it unlisted. And then you just hit export. And literally, it'll do it. It'll send it right to YouTube. Now, if it's, since this one's only 6 minutes, it'll probably literally be on YouTube in a couple of minutes. If it's like an hour-long video, that might take maybe 20 minutes or something like that, but not long at all. So hopefully that helps how to quickly edit a talking video with Descript. We didn't get fancy with it. You can always go back and add different visuals and text on screen and things like that. And I think that is good when you get a little bit, if this was a 10-minute video or 20-minute video. But for what I'm doing with this, it isn't necessary. So hopefully that helps, and I will see you in the next video.